I'm here at the Rocks in Sydney at Vino Paradiso, and I'm with Natalie Pizzini, and this is really exciting for me because we've looked a lot today at Australian wines from Italian varietals, Nat, and it's your family and others have changed the history. Tell me a little bit about that story.
Well, I think it's the change from tobacco to vines has really saved the valley, and now it's prospering. But when the Italian immigrants came in from Italy in the 50s, they grew tobacco, and it was a really hard slog. And by the 70s, the industry was starting to go into decline, and the young families, the next generations, were looking for something different to do and what was next for them to keep them on the farm. And Brown Brothers came to Fred, my dad, and said, "You're Italian, you can grow things, would you like to grow vines for us?" As their markets were expanding, and we took the opportunity with both hands, and we haven't looked back.
Yeah. And so now you guys are amongst the pioneers in your region, and there's an excitement about the wines that you have, because there's there are wines that are made, and there are wines that are made with passion, and I can see in the Pizzini wines and others in the region, like Del Zotto and others, there's just so much feeling and so much intensity to create something that is Australian but also speaks from a slightly different context.
That's it, and we really never sought to make Italian wine styles that an Aussie palate would like 20 years ago. We stuck to as close to what we could make, true Italian style coming from the King Valley that we could, so that we didn't make them fruity and full-bodied. We made them savoury and light and elegant, layered. We really have stuck to that style, and it's paying dividends now. Rather than try and create a new style, we've really tried to stick to that true Italian style, and it suits our region to produce that style.
And that is the comment that I like the most. It does suit your region to make wines of that style. And in the past in Australia, the Australian story is so much about varieties like Shiraz, Cabernet Franc varieties, and we go, oh yeah, you can taste the terroir in that Shiraz, you can feel the terroir in that Cabernet. But you guys and others following in your region doing the same with Italian varieties.
That's right, and it's really interesting. I know and sadly, phylloxera was found in the King Valley many, many years ago. And for us at the time, it was completely devastating and also financially not fantastic. But it allowed us to change our perspective on our vineyard sites and opened our minds to completely rearranging our vineyard sites. So now we have many more vineyard sites on the hillsides rather than down on the river flats. Those that we have on the river flats are early ripening whites and light aromatic reds. The hill sites, and what's exciting for us, as we've opened up those sites, we've started to work out which sites are fantastic for different styles of wines, but more specifically for Sangiovese. And we've just recently introduced the Sangiovese series,
yes,
where we have 6 different Sangioveses made from 7 different sites on the farm, going from a light rosé style to a beautiful, intense Rubicori reserve style.
And I love this because it's adding such a new dimension to what we do. Like, if you do that with Shiraz, everyone goes, oh yeah, everyone's done that, but no one's done it before with Sangiovese. And I think at the same time, you're really letting King Valley talk through these wines. So they're not Italian, they're very much King Valley wines, and I absolutely love that. And what have we got here? You've poured a Shiraz, a Sangiovese.
Yeah.
I'll correct myself.
So we've got the Nonna Gisella Sangiovese, and so we introduced this this year, and it is a lighter, juicier, easy drinking style of Sangiovese. So fantastic for a slice of pizza, a spaghetti bolognese, or by itself. I think it just is a way to introduce the drying tannin, the bitter chocolate, sour cherry notes of Sangiovese to people who aren't necessarily used to those flavours.
I could not describe that any better, ladies and gentlemen. That is spot on, and it's got some juiciness, and then it just goes savoury, long, tight, fine, but with length of fruit. I love it.
And when I have it, I just feel like I want to have a bite of pizza.
I'm thinking cheese.
Yeah, or aged cheese, something like that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty excited. Nonna Gisella is my great-grandmother. And she used to say, and I never say it right, but I'll attempt it. She used to say, in Italian, I'll say it in English, she used to say, what is new is not ridiculous. So embrace the new because it's good.
And one day it'll be old.
That's exactly right. And so we thought we'd like to name this one after Nonna Gisella.
That's fantastic. But I'd like to talk about your mum. I'd like to talk about, your family's role in, it's not just wine, it's with your family, it's wine and food experience.
Yeah, I suppose we believe, we are farmers, but we are really in the hospitality business. We have a hotel, country hotel, we have a cooking school on site, a bed and breakfast, a cellar door, and that's all really to help build the profile of why people really should come in to visit the King Valley, because the more people that come into the region, we give them a reason to come and visit us, the more people are going to love the wines from the region. So we need to create a business that's going to sustain many more Pizzinis, and we need to do that by introducing other things to the business besides wine.
And it's great, and it's fantastic because I get given cookbooks from wine companies every now and again, and the two ones that I actually use are yours and Joe Grilly's from Primo Estate.
Well, every time someone says they've got a cookbook up from Katrina, I say you have to make the chicken recipe on page 27. It is fantastic, and it's so easy. You no excuses for anyone. So. Yeah.
Well, Natalie Pizzini, it's been lovely to talk to you, and I look forward to talking to Joel about the wine in the future, but it's just been great to get a feel for what you guys and your family and your friends in your culture have brought to Australia.
Thank you very much.